Welcome back to the ultimate meme stop guide update video, weekly recap video, however you want to call it. Just for the beginning and just for short, as always, I'm using this method here. If you want to know more, I did a separate video for only this. I will link it at the end of the video, or you just search on my YouTube channel for Fractal method. Today we will look at AMC GME BBBY Beyond, DJT Beyond and KOSS. Without rant, no other opinion is important, just facts. Okay, then let's start with AMC. Just for the small repetition, 2 ways. First one, we have a megaphone pattern. In 2020, we touched the downtrend once and the uptrend also once. The second one, before we squeezed, we didn't touch this trend line again. In 2024, we touched it once. I would compare this with this, not like the movement, just for we touched it already once. I don't think we will touch it again. For price targets, yeah, I can see a case where we touch it on the upside again. Is it a 1 or a 2-part squeeze? In my opinion, it's a 2-part squeeze. There is a possibility we're doing a 1-part squeeze, and I would be happy if we do. But my price target for a 2-part squeeze is somewhere in this range. This would be our A, and depends wherever we got our bottom in the next 1 or 2 weeks. Our pullback target would be in this area. And then, like 2020, we will do this bullshit, let's say 2, 4, 5 months, and then we're doing the 2-part squeeze. If we're doing a 1-part, perfect. Just for me, for my plan, I will sell 50% of my position at open. Doesn't matter where we open. We'll let still holding 50%. If I see a curl down, I go out. I maybe leave some runners, some small tiny runners, but I would be out. Did we already got our bottom? For this, we look at this trend line here. In 2019, it was only resistance. In the squeeze of 2020, it was breakout and retest target. In 2024, it was support and resistance, and again, breakout retest target. In 2025, it was the last touch, the V before the higher low, before the little run. So in my opinion, there is a chance that last Friday was the bottom. I personally absolutely believe no. I think in the best case, because it's a short week next week, we will get 160 next Friday. That could be for me a buy-in. Will we squeeze from the bottom? In my opinion, absolutely not. I'm never saying 100%, but in my opinion, no. What will we do? The same thing what we did every time. We'll come to our line. Maybe Friday was already the bottom. Fine. Then we're doing this from here. And then we will do 24 to 26 days a higher low. And then we can go. Why? Just because we did that since IPO every time. We higher low, go. 2024, V, high, low, go. 2020, V, high, low, go. Even if you look at the small things, V, high, low, go. V, high, low, go. V, high, low, go. And the fun thing about this is you can track them. All higher lows are doing the same shit. So if this is your V, you start your higher low, and then you can track it on the small time frame. So you have your V. Wait, let's make that absolutely perfect. You have your V. You have your micro higher low. You have your A, your B, your C. So V, higher low, A, B, C. Then you do your lower high, your midpoint, your T, and then you're doing your next V, L, M, T. The important part is the higher low is always ending in a V and A. It did that every time. So in that case, if we're doing such an hump if we start Monday, okay? So if we start on Monday and doing something like this and falling till Friday, or also if this is your C and on Friday you just do this, as long as you are under your A, this is for me the buy zone. Of course, you could still go a little bit lower. Yeah. The only thing you're not allowed is you're not allowed to drop under the high low, and especially not under the V, because then it's a new all-time low, and then you have to start again with your high low. But if we see this on Monday starting the high low, okay, perfect. Then next Friday is the finish of the higher low. Then it's really a buy-in. But let's say we fall into Friday, and then the higher low is starting. Then I wait for the finishing of the V and the A, and then I buy in. Only my plan. You can all do what you want. For an opinion, are we squeezing next week? No. For this, I can nearly say 99%. No. Are we squeezing the week after because of OPEX here and blah, blah, blah? If you're not watched my videos, I will repeat it. For the rest, I already said that. If you look in 2020, from the V to the higher low, it took you 9 days. In 2024, from the V to the finish higher low, it was 24 days. And in 2035, from the V to the finish of the higher low, it was 26 days, and then you made a channel. So in that case, even if we start on Monday with our high low, and let's say we are not doubling the time, we are just adding 2 days, so it would be 28 days. No, it won't be December. The only thing, I mean, this is just a 3 year. The only thing is if we're doing Monday, Tuesday, such a run, and on Friday I see suddenly something like this, under a V and a one candle down, okay, then I can say we have a chance we can go in the week after Christmas. Otherwise, no. And as I showed, if we're doing that, even if we start on Monday with the higher low, 26 days or 28 days, it's January 16, a Friday, for the finish of the higher low. So the Monday after that would start the run, not earlier, but only my opinion. Okay, jump into GME. For the overview, for the big macro from IPO till April 2020, this whole thing was just A. From April 2020 till April 2024, this was just B and the B pullback. And right now, we are doing this whole thing since April 2024 is just the higher low of this. So, what will we do? Will GME squeeze next week? If you followed me, you already know that. For me, this, our last peak was T. This isn't higher low. For the micro tracking, this was our peak target. This was already our lower high. This was our M. So in that case, if we're doing it quick or slow, we have to fall under 1963. And then my price target is something 1756. Something like that. I could even see that. I just say that. It's a short week. Short weeks are perfect for knives. Knife down, but even then we have to start the higher low. And then we can go. It has to do that. In the case I am wrong, I will sit here and say I am wrong. But let's say I misinterpreted, misread anything, and we go up. Yeah, we go up. But this would be your A then. And in that case, you still do a break or retest. Just saying. Because, yeah, but we go up. But AMC has still 28. How is that working? They are not they're going separately? No. That's the reason. You go up, you make a break or retest, and then you go. In that time, AMC is making its higher low. So for this, I don't see December either. Just say, could be wrong. Wait and see if I'm wrong. And then never watch me again. Because, you know, no run today. Okay. Next one. Bed Bath & Beyond. For Bed Bath & Beyond, we are only looking at the last Fractal section we have. And for this, we already finished the whole Fractal. We already did our V under A. We already finished the higher low part here. I can zoom in. Yeah, we already finished the higher low part. V, higher low, A, B, C, L, M, T, V and A. Yeah, and since then, this shit stock is waiting for something. But this looks absolutely ready. Even more, if you want to compare bars pattern, remember this M pattern here. Yeah. Then let's look what we did 2020. So perfectly cleaned up. Do you see this M pattern? Maybe I have to go a little bit lower. Do I come back to 30 minutes? Is that still possible? Yeah. Yeah. You see the M pattern here? With a perfect fall down. In that case, we would be right now in this shitty, stupid thing. In this shitty thing we are right now. This is our next move. It's the same like what we did right now. So here's our M pattern. Fall down, and we are in this stupid chat. The only alternative I have for this is that this here wasn't our higher low, that this was our T. In that case, we have to do new all-time lows, and it will take time. Sadly, if you look at this T, you could see also an example, because it would be this here. And we would still be in this. So the only thing to get confirmation for this is you see this gap here. We didn't do a gap. So in that case, if we see suddenly a massive gap down, then we are in this. Yeah. Would take time, a new all-time low. I'm not seeing it yet, but always have an alternative. Okay. Next one. DJT. Perfect tracking. For DJT, just for the overview. So for DJT, I tracked first for 3 separate fractals. This was wrong with the knife down here. So the tracking we are using since, I don't know, a few months now, it's just 1, which is even more perfect. And we already finished. With this move, we finished the fractal. You have here your higher low, here your A, your B, your C, your lower high, your midpoint, your last time to sell, fall for V under A, and you're right now in the higher low. It's absolutely perfect. What does that mean? So, but 1 second. For price targets, after the higher low, our next price target is 60 for A, 80 for B, and then the only question is, are we breaking all-time highs or not? For what do you mean we are in our higher low? The thing is, in the last weeks I showed we have a good chance that when DJT is just finishing this little higher low, something will happen and we are ready to run. In the moment we finished it, we got merchant news. On the next day, we finished this shit on Friday. On Monday we got the merchant news. Just saying. For why I'm talking about higher low. The thing is, if you look, you have here your massive L. This is your L. From here to here, this is your M. And from here to here, this is your T. Of course, you made here your V under A, your big one, and you made a higher low. But you made the tiny one. This tiny higher low compared to this massive LMT, that's not working for me. I mean, okay, you have a chance that you just go. Okay, I'm not saying this is not possible. Yeah. But if we still track it normally, you still have to do your macro higher low. What does it mean? Most likely you won't break this trend line. You will go up here and reject here. So somewhere in here you will have your A, your B, up here will your B, your C. Then you will reject here. You will maybe come up again. This would be a lower high. That would be for me a sign, if you're in contracts, to take profit. I mean, you should take profit here already, but this would be your last sign to take profit, because then you come down, come up, M, T, V and A. Or you're doing that in 1 candle, also possible. The thing, when we fall under V and A, which I don't see yet, I really have to see more movement to see where it is. But if we do this, this is then the buy-in. This would be then the buy-in for the big move. Just saying. The big move to A and B. And DJT is always fucking quick in doing these moves. And IPO, this here was your higher low. So this was your higher low. And then just one candle up. I mean, we will be slower this time because it's the repetition, but it shouldn't be something like this. It will be quite straight up. Okay. So this for DJT. No, not that beyond here. Beyond. Had a good run on Monday to say on Friday to say that. Just for the repetition, we already also finished the whole fractal. We already did our big macro higher low because the low in October was our V&A. The run in October was our higher low. And right now, yeah, perfect V&A. Right now we are doing just the micro higher low of the higher low. Our next target for A is something between 25 to 15 for A, then pullback, retest. Next target for B is 43, and then the only question is breaking or demise or not. So, thing is, are we going next week on Monday? I would say most likely no. In my opinion, Beyond will fall and get their V&As the same like AMC and GME. Yeah. This move would have been great, really, if we would have broken 132. Then I had no chance to tell you something in my rules is wrong or something I missed here, but we're going up. The thing that we didn't just tells me we need our V&A. Higher low is ending in a V&A. We have to come down to 93 cents and then we can go. And I think the chance that we're getting this till Friday is very high. If we get that anytime in this week, I mean, we have, I think, only 3 trading days. If you see, no financial advice, if you see any time in this week something under 93 cents, that's a buy signal, an absolute buy signal. Yeah? So yeah, this what we did on Friday was just it. But it looks perfect. It looks really perfect. Okay. Last one, KOSS. Little update on KOSS. So, for the absolute overview on KOSS. Till 1985, this was the ending of an old fractal. From 1985 till our squeeze target in March 2020, this whole thing was just higher low. The stock is moving so fucking slow. From March 2020 till May 2024, this was our A peak, A pullback. The squeeze with AMC and GME and the pullback. And like GME, since April 2024 till today, we are just doing the higher low of this A. But we would already be in the big B. So, where are we in KOSS? In KOSS, we are in T. Where is our target for KOSS? That's a little bit tricky. Because for KOSS, our A is here, 313. So, in my opinion, we have to come down here. I don't know what will happen next week. No, no, wait, we don't have to come. No, that would be the old. So yeah, this is the old. If we come down here for the our price target, it would be, yeah. For the price target, we have to go something under $4, but not under 353, and somewhere in this range, bounce, and we go. For price targets, for the next run, because for KOSS, it's also the next big run, like for Beyond, like for DJT, like for Bed Bath and Beyond, AMC and GME, something over 126. And to say that KOSS is the only meme stock on this list right now with no option chain. So could be just speculation, but in just if I would have to make a ranking in such in the things, how high would something go? I think AMC and KOSS will battle around the first place, who is going higher. GME will be third place, because GME is only can only break what is that, the maximum? So for GME, the target is 120, not the target, but the at least what it has to break is 120. And I would say something, my profit target starts at 350, just saying. Yeah. AMC, if we're doing the same shit like everything has a price target, something, it has to go over all-time high, so something around 400 to 700. So it's already higher than GME. Bed Bath and Beyond, yeah, let's say something 280. DJT, 200, yeah, and Beyond will take longer, in my opinion. Beyond will take longer. This is nothing where we say this is a one part. This will take longer. But in that case, I really think that AMC and KOSS is the only one without an option chain. And if you look at squeeze plays without an option chain, you see moves 15,000% in 1 hour. Just saying. So AMC and KOSS will fight for the first place, who is going higher. Third one is GME. Fourth one is DJT. And then comes Beyond. But all of them, you will have over 1,000% of plays. Just saying. Just one warning, because never ending without an alternative, and that is for everything. The alternative for KOSS is this here. The alternative for KOSS is that A, where we are right now, is not finished. In that case, we are still in our M. That would mean we go lower than 2024, would come up again. That would be still our T, and then we would fall even lower, something under $1. The problem is not the price. The problem is, in my opinion, this will take 5 to 10 years. Same thing if KOSS is doing that. For GME would be the same. Your low target, your V and A target would be in 5 to 10 years, $2. AMC won't survive that. It's just saying, AMC can't survive that. If the Fractal is wirklich that shitty, AMC is dead. KOSS GME will survive, but it will take years. But it's just an order. Okay? So we don't have to be worried about it. Okay. So I think for memes, it will be a fucking red week next week. For the rest of the market, it will be a center rally, which is good. So massive up for SPY and so on next week. Memes dive. And then let's see where we end on Friday. For all the other stocks, I will make the weekly recap video tomorrow. And yeah, if you have questions, feel free to write it in the comments. Generally, write into the comments. Help me if you like me. If you have questions, the same. And I was showing bullish things without ranting today. So, if you like. Or write in the comments if I should rant more and give them a like. Yeah. Okay. So have a nice weekend, and I hope we will get an interesting week. See ya.